Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Omnifactory. So here we are today in episode 21, and last we left off, we had set up our AE2 system here. Right, we got the wall of assemblers. Oh yeah, so the patterns will be in these blocks, right? You can see them all here. And I just realized that yeah, I went a little bit overboard on setting up some automation. I went and made most of these all of these patterns off screen. I believe the last thing we set up was a basic circuit, and I was having issues getting it to work. Well, I fixed that, and yeah, I wanted to get some automation going, just to help the future crafts, and then the next episode go over more smoothly. So over here, I've got my little tower of machines. You know, cluster mill, polarizer, alloy smelter. I made that off camera. Chemical reactor for the circuit boards, wire mill, lathe, and compressor. And then, of course, over here we have the polyethylene output. All right. So next, I want to be able to automate the AE2 processors. Okay, so we're going to need 5 interfaces, which are going to go... Actually, yeah, we could do 5. Yeah, that's fine. I had to think there for a second because, well, I'm going to need a way to pipe items back into the AE2 system. And to do that, well, I would just connect some item conduit to one of the interfaces. All right, so what I'm doing here is I'm getting some... You know, I could have honestly just... Wait, didn't I request? I did. Crap. Okay. Right, I had automated plates, but I forgot I had, and I went and go to compress them. Okay. Anyway, let's get the holes made here. Because if I go over to here to my crafting window, I'm going to say I want 5 interfaces. It looks like everything we have is ready to be crafted. But before I go into that detail, I want to mention something that I learned today. So, with the recent changes in the AE2 version that we have, given to us by Prototype Trousers, he has fixed what's called blocking mode on Greg Tech machines. Before my earlier playthroughs, I usually had to do a chest buffer for certain machines, like the assembler. However, that appears to be fixed, or yeah, I guess fixed in this version. So on the assembler here, I have it on blocking mode. So what that means is, let's say I'm crafting this circuit and then this circuit, or like this circuit, which requires, you know, the previous tiers. It won't push the materials for this circuit if this one is being crafted, for example. It will only put in the items needed for that current item that it's being told to make, essentially. Okay, so let's go back to the interface. Let's go back to craft these up, and we can watch all of the items bouncing around here. Okay, I was just curious about something, but yeah, I wonder if we can get a look at all the machines firing off here. Looks like the reactor is working. The lathe going... Oopsie. There we go. Okay, that's fixed. Okay, that one's good. That one's good. Okay, I think every machine is on output mode. Okay. So let's head back to the terminal here. And it looks like we're just doing some compressing right now, some wire milling. And it's probably... Okay, yeah, so it's doing like 2 things at once. Or... I think... Yeah, I think it's only doing two things at once here. I don't know. I was just trying to myself understand the coprocessor logic. We will want to add more eventually. That is for sure. More towers and more processors to go with more crafting units. Anyway, yeah, so this is working. Let me look at some stuff here. Oh, that's right. I wanted to craft up the advanced assembler. Now, do we still have the resources to do that? Okay. Okay, this isn't altogether that hard. However, I need to drop some more aluminium into our blast furnace. Although I think there is some in here. Not enough. Okay. So that will probably cook up, and I might cut later on, depending on where we are in our need. How's the interfaces coming along? All right, looks like it's making the circuits. And it's fortunate that we're going to have the MV assembly here shortly because, well, we'll be able to make these circuits more quickly. Now, the thing is, I want to have an assembler that's going to handle rubber and non-rubber. So conduits and circuits. So honestly, it sounds like I want 3 assemblers. One for circuits, one for conduits, and one for rubber. Yeah, I think that sounds okay. Of course, going off of what I said earlier, the whole blocking mode, we could honestly just piggyback. We could honestly just combine the conduits and the circuits together and just put on blocking mode so it knows only make these conduits or only make the circuits when there's nothing inside that machine. Okay, we're almost done here. I think, yeah, right? While that's cooking up, I want to go over this terminal here. So I kind of talked to one of the Omnifactory people, the devs, and I was told that this search box right here is a way to search for items that are inside the recipe itself. And then this is the box to look for the item, I think. I'm just thinking here. So transistor would be, wait, TRAN. Okay, maybe I'm not so clear on this. I might need to go back on the conversation and look at it again. Anyway, there's also this. I haven't figured out how to work this exactly, but I think I was told that this basically goes to the next molecular assembler chamber, whatever that means. And then this allows us to hide. Let me try here. Okay, so you'll notice that I have a full row up here. If I do hide full, it vanishes. So this way I can find out where I can put a new pattern. So that's pretty neat. All right, faces are done. Sweet. So we're gonna want some conduit. And I guess we'll do it like this. Logic inscriber. Engineer. Calculation and inscriber. What was the other one? Oh yeah, silicon inscriber. And then processor inscriber. Nope, well, the anvil broke. Let's get my interface. There we go. All right, so back down to the room below, and let's figure out where everything goes here. So silicon will be here. That's calculation. And that is logic. That is advanced. Wait. Oh, sorry. Inscriber engineering. Engineering press. So engineering, and there we go. Now, I think in order for this to work the way I want it, okay, so if I do this, there we go. Ah, crap. There we go. And then whack it like this. There we go. And one more time. There we go. So now this should insert down, I believe. And now for the back side, we want our conduits to go like so. Get on up here. On extract, 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 and extract, and extract. And then input. Okay, so one more step. We need cable. Unless... I think that's okay as it is. Let me check. Because AE2 blocks normally are passed through in how they communicate with the network. Never mind. It is not showing up. So cable. And let's see here. That should work now. Okay, so I come over here. All right, so there it is. So let me do inscriber. All right, so now that's out of the way. Now we want to make our patterns. So with one plate, we get one logic circuit. Now, we want to get rid of this press because the machine is going to have it already. And all we're telling it to do is stick a gold plate and then give us a circuit back. So there's that. Let's see, circuit, delete, and delete. Okay, that confused me for a second. And now we want silicon. That's simple enough. Delete. Okay, now for the processors. This one we want? Yep. Check, check, check. And logic. We want this one. Check. And then engineering. And oops. There we go. All right, so now logic, calculation, engineering, silicon, and now the processor. Wait, I did that backwards. Inscriber. All right, gotta remove all these. Okay, so calculation goes in there, or circuit goes in there. The engineering circuit goes in there. Logic circuit goes in there. And now for the processors. There we go. Now, if I were to say assembler... Oh, wait, this is not going to require a processor. That's my bad. So now... Oh, wait, let me... Okay, we have that. Now let me try to craft this up. All right, so I'm just trying to find it in the table here. Not showing up. Wait, wonder, hold on. And now it shows up. Is there a... No. Okay, weird. I don't know. Anyway, now it's if we need any more logic processors, it's going to say, okay, we need to craft four of these, and it doesn't show silicon anywhere. Oh, there it is, silicon. But it's a good point. I need to make sure that I can craft the plates. So we have neither of them. Okay, not a problem. So what we're going to do is we're going to come into our pattern terminal here, and we're going to make sure it's on processing. We're going to go this. We're going to go compactor, and then compressor, and logic. Compressor, there we go. All right, come over, oops. Come over to our plate interface, which is right here. Pop these in. And now if I were to say we want 10 of these, that would be doable. It knows that we need to make circuits. It knows that we need to make the processor itself, the engineering circuit. And I believe we already have enough silicon, so that should be fine there. All right, so now what do we need for the assemblers again? All right, so aluminium, small gears, and the casing. Okay. Now, I want to get the automation for the small gears done, but I need another alloy smelter, essentially. Let's see, plate. I'm going to want some holes. Also, I want to make a assembler for holes, but again, I'm going to need another MV assembler. Okay, we're okay. Do I have any unclaimed quests to grab while we wait for this? We still need to do that quest. This is just the information quest. Multi-smelter. Yeah, so this is going to be something we're going to want very soon. A multi-smelter is basically it's basically a furnace, but it works way quicker. And the more you upgrade it, the faster it goes. Of course, the more power it takes. Oh boy, look at all this stuff. Just taking a quick peek. I don't think much has changed in the way of progression here. But no doubt there has been some changes to certain recipes. Anyway, let me go back to the early game. There are still some straggler quests we need to take here. Oh, okay. Yeah, still some small stuff we need to do. What? Hello? Oh, that'll explain it. Yep, I need to go put more diamonds in the processor. More diamonds in the dynamo. That is another thing that I need to get set up is storage of our DML setup and an interface that will send items into our dynamo and soon to be dynamos when we make more. But yeah, you know, I have a lot of other things I want to get done to make my life more easy. Okay, so that is crafting up. In the meantime, I'm just going to take some aluminium and make some gears. And then make some more plates. Actually, what would it cost for 3 of these? More rubber, wrought iron. And just, okay. That's what I'm going to do. Iron. Oh, stop it. Oh yeah, I made potatoes for days thanks to DML. Let's see, Coke. Where's the Coke? Oh, excuse me. How's our pyrolysis oven doing? Did I empty this out? Yes, I did. Okay. That's still chugging, but I think we'll have 24 shortly. No? Wait, it must be still spitting out stuff. I forget how much assembly we needed, or wrought iron we needed for this. Okay, 2 more, and then, yeah. Aluminium, grab that. Pop those in there. Of course, we're also going to need more interfaces. All right, let's see if we can't queue this up. Okay, we don't have the processing power for this. So let me do 1 and 2. There we go. So I'm glad I made 2 towers. This is going to take some time. It's making, wires, circuits. Yeah, it's another thing I need to automate. I need to automate that the phenolic fluid will go into the reactor. So for that, we're going to want a fluid interface. This isn't too different, but it needs cores and a pump, which is another thing we're going to want to get automated. I think this is automated. This is not. This is. And these aren't. So quite a bit of rabbit holing going on here. In any case, let me cut here, and I will be back once the assemblers have cooked up, and go from there. But actually, real fast. Okay. So we're just short on aluminium right now. All right, so I will be back in a few. I may make the interfaces. I will see how this turns out. Okay, back shortly. Hey, everybody. Okay, so I am back. So I did some crafting off camera. I have some interfaces here, but as well, I also have the assemblers. Okay, so... Oh, nice. There's that quest. I never picked it up, so now we have it. The medium voltage assembler. Sweet. All right, so let's think here. Well, for one thing, I'm going to need an anvil. Don't have the iron for that. 2, 3. 3. There we go. Put that down, and voila. All right, so let me panel these. So this one will be MV rubber. There we go. And then, oops, not that. MV conduits. And MV circuits. Do we have enough room for all this? Oh no, we do not. Okay then. I guess I could put one here, one there. Is there... Let's see. So there's 2 slots. Wait, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Let me just get rid of this and that. And then we'll put one here. And let's see, wrench screwdriver, boop, boop. This one will probably want... Oh, I guess we'll have to make another tower anyway for the rubber conduits, rubberized stuff. So in that case, this one will be just the conduits then. And I don't have any cable on me. There we go. So that will be the for conduits. And I really want to get another CEF tower so that I can, well, I'm just thinking. I'm on the fence if I want to have a extractor under the assembler or just have the assembler and then pipe in the fluid. Because ideally, in the end, I'm going to have an extractor send fluid into my system and have it be stored in a storage cell. So... yeah, I think I'm going to... circuits... let's just do the rubber one for now. And I'll get that piped in. So, rubber. Now, I would want to get, say, a tank. Grab some rubber. And I just noticed that I already had a tank with me. Not a problem. So let's get up. So while that's crafting, let's do this. Let's see. ME conduit. So that is a glass cable in a assembler with rubber. And that's how we get the covered cables. So if I come down here and pop that in there, grab some of the rubber. Now I believe there's a better way of making rubber. I forget what it was. Wait, not that. Let's see here. Sulfur. I mean, once we get a tree farm, we can just compress rubber sheets. But I feel there's a better way to get rubber. And I feel like if I don't figure that out, I would look bad. So there's raw rubber pulp and sulfur. That's one way of doing things. With the pulp, that can be extracted. So that's a way. I don't know. I'll figure that out later. But, okay, so the extractor would be right here. I'm going to turn that off so it doesn't send the fluid above. And this might take some time. How much does a covered cable cost? Okay, so about an ingot worth. So then with... okay, so that's a 3 to 8 ratio there. Okay. Well, we are at the end of the episode anyway. So what I'll do is I will, once this all smelts down, I'll put it into my assembler over there. That is the right one, right? Yeah. And next episode we'll come back, craft up some conduits, and we'll refactor the cables in the base. And I'm sure there's more stuff that we could do. We need to get into annealed copper, which annealed copper comes from normal copper in a blast furnace with oxygen. And then that will open up the way for SMD components, which also make for cheaper circuits too. So that will be interesting to get into. Beyond that, I think the only other thing I can think of would be moving towards high voltage. It kind of leads you in that direction with this quest right here. So chrome, stainless steel, and then the holes right there. Anyway, it is getting late for me anyway, so it's a good stopping point here. I will see you guys next time. Ta-ta for now.